On October 3rd, 2025, officers responded to a call regarding a disorderly woman who refused to leave a bus.
She refuses unlawful transit conduct here. Unlawful transit conduct. How's it going? Where's she at?
Right there in front. On the phone.
You want to talk to the
What happened?
So she got on my bus, she walked past.
Don't do no slandering me.
As you see, she's listening to everything I'm saying, and I'm slandering her.
You just want her removed?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I showed him an all-day pass.
So what happened?
Oh,
She just walked by him.
Yep, I showed him an
disruptive.
all-day pass.
He just wants her
So
removed.
he's lying. That's why he's lying. Because I don't know why he wants me to remove.
They passed from here, man.
Okay, well, you didn't let it, but did you actually tell everybody else to get on for free, though? So that's a form of discrimination. So anyway, I'm on my way to work.
Hey, show of hands. Who wants this lady to leave the bus so you can get on?
Who? Show of hands.
Show of hands. Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, you got a body cam on? Because I showed
do.
my pass. Yeah. Okay.
Let's pause right here. This is a pivotal moment. The officer just asked the bus passengers to raise their hands if they wanted her off the bus. And quite a bit of hands went up. Now, legally speaking, this isn't a popularity contest. Police don't remove someone because the crowd votes them off the island. The real issue is whether she was lawfully refusing the driver's request. In most transit systems, the driver has authority over the vehicle, meaning if they ask you to leave and you refuse, that can trigger unlawful transit conduct. But here's the tension. She insists she paid. So the question becomes, was this about a pass or about compliance? And once officers arrive, the dynamic shifts from disagreement to potential arrest territory fast.
That was quite a bit of hands.
Okay, anyway, go check everybody for their pass.
That's not my job.
Okay, well, it should be his job. Thank you.
The bottom line is you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm doing mine.
Time to go.
Do you have that?
You gotta get off this bus.
Okay, anyway, don't have nothing to do with that. He lied on me to you guys, so you know.
Look at all the
that's
people you're
official
holding up right
misconduct.
now. They want to get
Okay,
moving.
anyway, I'm on my way to work. So what are you talking about? So we
two
can
options.
call you supervisor.
What?
Okay,
What else?
supervisor. Who are you? Check everybody on this bus then.
Not doing that.
Yep. Okay. Well, then that's again.
You got two options.
Official misconduct.
Okay, you got two options.
Official misconduct. I'm just saying I'm not getting full enjoyment of services rendered. So let's make this a civil matter then.
Okay.
I'm still moving forward. Thank you.
Okay. So
Check everybody on this bus right now.
two options. You're gonna leave the bus,
Check everybody on this bus right now.
or you're gonna get arrested for
work.
unlawful bus
Okay,
conduct.
so that's a lie. That's a Trump
It's not a
charge.
lie.
That's a Trump charge.
You have a pathway to leave. That's one of your
Correct.
options. Or you're going to jail.
Okay.
There it is. The line in the sand. You leave or you go to jail. That's not a threat. It's what's called a lawful ultimatum. Officers are required to give clear, actionable options before making an arrest in situations like this. They're establishing probable cause for unlawful bus conduct, which generally boils down to refusing to comply with a lawful order from transit authority. Now here's where it gets interesting. She believes the charge itself is illegitimate, calling it a Trump charge and accusing misconduct. But legally, the officer doesn't have to debate the fairness of the driver's decision on the spot. Their job is to enforce order. So at this moment, compliance would have ended the encounter. Instead, we're heading straight into escalation. Would you have stepped off, even if you felt wronged?
Well, the supervisor's on the
You
call.
leave or you go to jail. That's
So
it.
that's a threat.
It's not a threat.
Oh, it's a threat. So you're abusing your power of position or authority. Okay, well, he just lied to you guys. Your uniform is not clean.
You're holding up a.
I'm not holding up anybody. I'm just saying.
Just watch it.
Keep your hand out of the
Okay,
purse.
anyway, what are you talking about? It's a pass.
Okay.
What are you talking
We're
about?
gonna tell you one more time.
Yeah.
We have two options. Body cam is on. Yep.
Okay.
See the red
Pass.
light?
So did anybody else pay? Did anybody else pay? You let anybody else on for free though, right?
Yes, I have the
Okay, again, form of discrimination.
Look, we don't want to do this.
Okay,
It's
so
Friday.
card. Okay, RCW 9.91010.
There's no such there's no such thing.
Yes, it is. Full enjoyment
No,
of
it's
service
not.
surrendered, and I'm not Rosa Parks. So two officers right now. Let me get a card.
You have to get off the bus
Let
first.
me get a card.
You have to get off the bus
Let me
first.
get a card.
Nope.
You'll get your card off the bus
Let me get a
so that
card.
these people can get on with their day.
These people, that's a racial remark.
It's not a race or
Yes,
remark.
it is. These people,
There's a whole
we
bunch
are
of
all
different people.
individuals. Check everybody. I'm just saying.
Okay. Again, You have two options.
Two options. We're gonna wait for your supervisor.
Two options.
Hello?
You either live with us.
Yes, the officer. What? I don't see your
Maury
name.
Kawa.
Okay, Maury, whatever. What is it? DMORIKAKW and a DAGAPOV. I would like the supervisors here because this driver just made a false statement of me.
No, he's the captain of the ship.
Okay, anyway, he's really not when I just caught all this. So are you cleaning this up because you're a public servant or not?
Okay.
And just like that, the arrest happens. Notice the shift in tone. Once the officer says, "You're under arrest," everything changes legally. At that point, resistance, even verbal escalation, can complicate things further. She insists she's not resisting, and we do hear her repeating that. But from an officer's perspective, refusal to exit after multiple commands combined with physical tension can justify going hands-on. This is where so many public encounters go sideways. One side believes they're standing up for their rights, the other believes they're enforcing the law. And once force is introduced, even minimal force, the emotional temperature skyrockets. Now ask yourself, could this have been prevented 2 minutes earlier with a simple exit and complaint filed later?
Don't do that because I'm talking.
Then you're under arrest.
Okay, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm not. I'm talking. Do not take my phone.
You're gonna go to the ground.
Do not take my phone.
You're gonna go to the ground. Don't do that.
Don't take my phone.
Please don't do that.
Don't take my phone.
Put your hands behind your back.
I got my driver's license.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Okay, are you upset? I'm not resisting. I need to go home. I need to go home and you're taking my phone.
Okay, great.
Can you not do that? Thank you. I'm not fighting. You're lying.
Behind your back.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting, sir. Can I get my phone? Okay, I wanted to get off and I showed you my pass. But I showed you my pass. Don't do that. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting, sir. I'm not resisting. Can I get my phone, please?
Why'd you make me do that?
I did not. You didn't give me a chance to get off the bus.
I gave you like 3,000 chances.
Okay, but he lied. Do you know that's official misconduct?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is. Do you know he lied?
Okay, everybody else, have a nice Friday.
Yep. Thank you.
Get up.
Get up.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you for putting me in a hostile
get up.
situation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for putting me in a hostile situation.
We're gonna grab your information real quick.
Yes, sir.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay? You are under arrest.
For what?
Unlawful
False
bus conduct.
statement. Oh, that's a lie.
Nope, not a lie.
Yes, it is, because I got on our board to let anybody know home for free. I was talking to his supervisor, so again, a form of official misconduct on a false statement. And I didn't do nothing wrong. And then he let everybody get on the bus for
2-3
free.
negative. Everyone can downgrade.
Oh, but guess what? There's somebody on the bus and they got alcohol. Oh my gosh, you didn't take them. But thank you for being the predator behind the badge. And I was not harassing anybody, but check everybody because they got alcohol on the bus. Thank you.
I see you look at me. Here's my all-day pass.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Can you bring it to me so I can see it? Well, you don't have to see it, blah, 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 blah. You know, she went off. I'm like, ma'am, I need to see the expiration date and whatnot on there. And then she's like, you're harassing me. You've heard some of that.
Yeah.
You're harassing me. Y'all making me late. They said you're late. You know, just drive. And I said, ma'am, can you please come show me your pass?
Yeah.
I already showed it to you. You need glasses. All right, ma'am. Just step off there.
Yeah. And here we go.
And here we go.
Okay.
Just being disruptive.
Don't lie, check everybody in the bus. Thank you. Can you get a supervisor here? Can you get your supervisor here? Thank you. Because I didn't do nothing wrong. He made a false call.
That statement right there carries weight. I believe him a lot more than I believe. Even without finishing the sentence, the message is clear. Officers often rely on the reporting party, in this case, the bus driver, especially when that person is considered the complainant or authority over the space. But from her perspective, that sounds like bias. She repeatedly claims discrimination, misconduct, and unequal enforcement because others weren't asked to show their passes. Here's the legal nuance. Selective enforcement only becomes unlawful if it's based on a protected characteristic like race or gender, and that requires evidence, not just perception. So the clash here isn't just about a bus pass. It's about trust in authority. And when trust breaks down, every action feels personal.
Okay.
I can tell you what, I believe him a lot more than I believe
Okay,
you.
well then that's not okay. Because that would be, I don't know what's going on with you, but still, my age difference. Yeah, thank you for taking me to jail for no reason. I'm still pressing charges. I'm still pressing charges because he took me to jail for no reason. On a Friday, 2025, what time is it?
It is 4:52 p.m.
4:52 p.m. Thank you.
The bottom line,
The bottom line is that he made a false statement on me. And again, I did nothing wrong. So when I said official misconduct, again, I did not do nothing wrong. So no female came and searched me.
have you ever
So
flown on
again,
an airplane before?
You guys, again, yes I have. And you guys are not females. And so where's the female to search me?
We don't have a female officer.
Okay, anyway, you shouldn't have males because you're still credited behind the badge, regardless.
Are you done so I can explain to you?
Okay, anyway, a false call was made on me.
Are you done so I can explain to you what's going on?
Everything's back on my hand.
Are you done so I can make...
A false call was made on me and you made a false statement about me.
So,
Again, we're going to get a copy of us on the bus and I'm still going to be a part of the civil duty. So thank you. Where's your supervisor?
yeah.
Oh yeah, where's your supervisor? Because again, you guys are still doing something wrong anyway.
Are you done so I can
Where's
explain
your
to you?
supervisor?
He's coming.
Okay, I'm waiting to speak to him.
Okay. So if
Okay,
you're not going to let
anyway,
us
all
talk...
I'm saying,
Okay.
You didn't let everybody go.
I was going to explain to you,
I didn't do nothing
like
wrong.
a civil person,
I didn't do
why you
nothing
want to
wrong. Okay, well you can lie all you want to.
Okay, nobody's lying.
Oh, let's go over here.
Yep, he made a false statement to me. So anyway, I called anyway, and I'm gonna always keep riding the bus. Thank you. And I'm gonna roll the car. Okay. Is your body cam on?
Yep. Go ahead and move that way.
Thank you, because I didn't do nothing wrong. I can't wait to take this one.
We get here, we walk on. She's pretending talking to you on the phone.
She's been trying to talk to me. Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
This is my admin complaint.
Oh, okay. We say, oh, hey, you're holding everybody up. They want you off the bus. He's the captain of the ship. You need to leave. Nope, not leaving. Okay. Okay. You got two choices. Either leave the bus or you're going to get arrested for unlawful bus conduct. Finally, she's on the phone, supposedly with you. I've asked you multiple times to leave. You're refusing to leave. You're under arrest.
Okay.
And then the fight was on.
What did the driver say about you?
The driver called you guys because I was on the phone and he made some statement that I would refuse to get off the bus. But I had to actually stay on the bus because he did allow some people to get on with alcohol. The bus was unclean. So as I was on the call with administrator for Pierce Transit, he still made a false statement.
What was the false statement? You still haven't
Whatever he
told me.
said to 911 about me.
So you don't know the statement that he made that's false?
Okay, well, what he said was that I had a pass, right?
Uh-huh.
Then he was demanding me to come up and show my pass, but as his boss says, I can sit down because he saw my pass from the window. He's not blind. Press charges about that.
Did he ask you to show your pass to him, the bus driver?
I sat down and showed him the mirror and he could see my pass.
Right, but did he ask you to show him your pass?
He didn't ask nobody else, but he did.
I didn't ask if anybody else.
Okay,
I'm
but
just
again,
asking
he
you.
asked me to show the pass, but he wanted me to be flirtatious with him. I don't have time for that, so I sat down safely.
Okay. So
Because I observed everybody getting on the bus for free, and some people got on the bus with alcohol.
I don't think that they allow for free anymore, especially in a
Okay, well
Pierce
that's
County
what
bus.
he did. You can go
Pierce County bus?
get the camera.
Yeah, they
get
don't.
the
They don't
camera.
let you
Yes,
do
he
it.
did.
Okay.
Get the camera. So he did that.
So my only understanding is that he asked you at some point to show your.
And I showed my
to show your-
pass, and he let everybody else get on for free. So he can pull those cameras up.
Okay.
So for him to take a vote, for everybody to say what? For me to get off?
Well,
that's discrimination.
we have to abide by what the.
Well, then what he
hear me out.
did
We
was
have to
ask
abide by what the
everybody else
driver
for a pass.
says.
Yeah, I'm just saying the driver lied to you guys. Okay.
The driver asked for you to be
pressing
removed. Is that
charges.
correct?
What?
The driver asked for you to
Yeah,
be
'cause
to
he
go off the
lied.
bus. Okay. And that's where we have to come in. That's why
That's
we're
fine,
involved
but
in
he
this.
still lied.
Okay. And on that, you talked to a supervisor about that?
I made a
You said
complaint
you were on the
about
phone
him.
for it?
Yep, I
Okay.
sure was.
Okay.
Now we finally hear the official charge clearly. Unlawful bus conduct. This typically applies when someone refuses to obey a lawful request from a transit operator, like exiting the bus when directed. Notice what the officer emphasizes. He asked you to leave. That's the crux of the case. It doesn't hinge on whether others showed passes. It hinges on refusal after being directed to exit. Her argument centers on fairness and discrimination. The officer's position centers on compliance and authority. Two completely different legal lenses. And here's something critical. Courts don't usually evaluate whether the driver was nice or fair. They evaluate whether the order was lawful and whether it was ignored. That distinction will matter if this ever sees a courtroom.
Well, that's probably who to take it up with as far as like.
But I was arrested for no reason, so I'm still.
We're arrested for what's called unlawful bus conduct because you didn't get off when
arrested
asked.
for no what?
Unlawful bus conduct.
Okay,
so
but
you
that's still fake because he did not ask nobody else to show a pass. So keep on coming with fake statements. Thank you.
I didn't say anything about you or about anybody else.
Well, check him.
Okay.
Is
there anything else that you needed from me?
Do you have a body cam on?
I do.
Okay, so he made a false statement. So again, I didn't get full enjoyment of services rendered on my way to a doctor's appointment.
It's the driver that we have to listen to.
Okay, the driver made a false statement. So listen to him or not. He still made a false call.
Okay, well, you can take that up with their supervisor,
fine.
which sounds like you already did.
Official misconduct of this officer right here.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I would continue that if you already contacted their.
I want to make a report about him though, because he should have asked everybody for a pass. Everybody on there. That would have been fair. That's what public servants do.
That would be the fair enforcement officer's job.
I'm just saying, again, you're an officer,
So am I.
using your power of authority to get me off the bus because I'm a black female, that's still wrong of you.
Didn't you say that the bus driver was black as well?
That doesn't matter.
I don't understand how that's.
Okay, well, if you don't understand, it's one male against one female. It's still official misconduct. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Sounds like you guys got
Oh,
everything
no, I'm
you
not
need?
talking about you because anyway,
Okay.
sober up, officer.
So here's where it lands. The woman was formally charged with unlawful bus conduct after refusing repeated directives to exit the bus at the driver's request. Legally, officers acted within standard enforcement procedure. Clear options were given, warnings were issued, and arrest followed noncompliance. Her claims of discrimination and misconduct would require separate investigation and evidence. But they did not negate the immediate authority of the driver or the officers on scene. This case highlights a powerful lesson. In public spaces, compliance first, complaints later is often the safest legal path. Whether you agree with how it unfolded or not, escalation came down to one decision: step off or stay seated. Now we want to hear from you. Was this lawful enforcement? Or should officers have handled it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.